So welcome back to another video here in Pennsylvania. Today is April 8th, the day before Easter. Saturday morning, back here in French Creek State Park, here in my home county, Berks County. Got some unfinished business to attend to here. Last time we were here, it was just a week ago, I think almost. I was looking for something up here on the hill on the south side of Hopewell Lake. A viewer had sent me some information, like a stone structure, but then we got distracted in that video. We ended up, there's that barbed wire fence area up the top of the mountain, which turned out to be a bit anticlimactic. It was just a sewage spray field, which, I don't know, it's kind of creepy. It's creepy in its own way, I guess. But we're headed back up that area. I'm going to avoid that barbed wire area and try and find that stone structure that's I was told about. So here's hoping we can find that. So here is the horseshoe trail. If you watch my videos, you know we're hiking the entire horseshoe trail. We did this section not too long ago. But we're headed up here again because up there's that mountain or that hill, whatever you call it. Up there's where that barbed wire area is, the sewage spray field. I believe where we need to be is over this way more. That stone structure. So we're gonna head on up. I'm kind of headed in a different way than what it was suggested to me by the viewer. There's some no parking signs where they suggested I park. So I parked elsewhere. But all roads lead to Rome, as they say. So we should have no problem getting up there. Yeah, here's the foot of that hill. See all the rocks up there, that's where we're headed. So I think I might start making my way up this way. I mean, horseshoe trail continues on, I could come up that way. I think we'll just leave trail and start heading up this way. Our structure should be up in there somewhere. Maybe a little bit, probably a little bit higher up, but all right, here we go. Some bushwhacking and some rock scrambling ahead of us here. Yeah, so hello rock scramble. It'll be fun getting up there. If there is a rock structure up here, I mean there's plenty of rocks to build with, so. Alright. I think we'll try to find the best way up. Maybe through that way. Let's try. A little chilly this morning, so I don't think we'll see any snakes. It was maybe 50 degrees when I left this morning. It doesn't even feel quite like that out here. Probably like 48 or something, but anyway. Good rock scrambling weather. Alright, we'll make our way up. Almost to the top. Because this looks almost man-made over here. Buck horse stuff. Like a little, I don't know what you call it. Could be natural, but it's almost big enough to put a sleeping bag in there and sleep. Yeah, down there's where we came from. Alright. Not too bad, actually. Getting up here at least wasn't too bad, I should say. Some of these rocks are a bit loose, so you just gotta watch where you step. Test the rocks out first. Alright. And you know what? I see it right up in there. Pretty sure that's what I'm looking for, so I think we'll try and make our way around. There's definitely a stone, man-made stone structure. You know, not like a house or anything, but similar to those little round structures that we found, maybe about a month ago on top of the one mountain. If you remember that. Yeah, right up there it is. All right, let's walk up here together. Okay, maybe not necessarily circular. Wow. Huh. That's pretty cool though. Like I said, there's plenty of rocks up here to build with. Interesting. Looks like this side collapsed a bit. A little more crudely built than those other ones we saw. Oh wow, interesting. Let's go take a look, get inside here. Oh, there's a little fireplace in here. Well, campfire area. I'm thinking that's the official door over there. Interesting. I have no idea how old it is or who built it. I want to say I doubt it's terribly old, but you never know. Well, okay, they used this tree. So this tree is not terribly old. So that gives a little indication that this structure is not super old itself. But then again, maybe the tree just kind of grew up there and kind of grew into the wall a little bit. It looks like some of the stones were knocked out by like that root in there, so who knows. Just looking at some other features, like all the lichens that are growing on it. You know, that's an indication too. This has been here for a little bit. Because they're growing on top and not like underneath. Because if these are stacked recently, the lichens would be underneath there too, just the way they were stacked. But you know what I'm saying there. But I'm gonna chill out here for a little while, have a little bit of a lunch, a little snack break, I guess you could call it. I think I started this hike about 11:30, so it's probably about lunchtime. Just relaxing here. Maybe we'll have a look around a little bit more, see if there's anything else like this up here before we head on out. Yeah, not terribly difficult to find though. Cool spot for a little lunch break. This is my view from sitting in here and eating. Got the mountain off in the distance over there. There's some initials over there. MDF it looks like. Let me zoom in for you there. MDP I guess I should say. Looks like. Not sure who that is. But yeah. Pretty awesome place to sit. Take a break. Well, snack/lunch is over. But I'm going to take a little bit more of a look around the structure and then probably up. Maybe go exploring just a little bit up that way. I'm not going to go all the way up there because that's where that sewage area is. But yeah. This little structure does protect you from the wind though. I mean, it's not a super breezy day, but as soon as I stood up from my spot, I could feel the breeze hit me all of a sudden. You know, I just noticed a sign on the one tree down there too. I want to check that out. So I was here talking to you. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to take a look around, explore a little bit more, things like that. Even just looking at this tree over here, this tree is pretty small. These rocks lean right up against it too, so that, you know, in other words, it can't be terribly old. But in defense of the older view theory, this right here, this is a chestnut oak. This tree right here, they tend to grow very slowly, especially on these rocky conditions. So, I mean, this tree could be 100 years old, to be honest. Wouldn't be unusual. Like I said, it's a chestnut oak. A lot of these up here are. Yeah, there are some signs. I see several signs on the edge of this hill. I gotta check those out first, see what's going on. So there's one right down there. I don't have to actually hike all the way down there. Let's do the zoom of the camera. See if I can find it with the. Sometimes just, oh, there it is. See if it'll focus on what it says. No hunting or trapping. Oh, I know what that is. That's the boundary for Hopewell Furnace National Historic Site. That's what those signs are. Okay. Alright, so there's our structure. Down that way is where those signs were. But let's, I don't know, let's walk up this way a little bit. Like I said, just explore a little bit. There's a big rocky area up there. See if there's anything else up here. Oh, actually, yeah, there it is. I see something. I see a Bigfoot house up here. Or just another wooden structure that someone is building. So someone's coming up here and having a good time. It's almost like a little trail right here, too. But you know what? There is a nice flat area right here. This has a campfire. Do you know that this almost looks, this is definitely like carved out in here a little bit. I have an idea of what this might be, but I'll save that for just a moment. But yeah, someone's building a kind of a lean-to shelter. That rope is new. Up there. Yes, I wonder if this area was where an old charcoal hearth was. They look like this. They're in these circular patterns, and it kind of digs into the hillside there a little bit. So I wonder if that's what this is. You know, we talked about that in the past. These, you know, charcoal hearths, because just down that way is Hopewell Furnace. You know, it's a charcoal furnace, so they would, you know, stack the wood into piles, covered in dirt and stuff, and light on fire. And it would be like a controlled burn to turn to charcoal. They're always in these like circular patterns, though. That could be what this is, or it could be something else too. It's definitely, yeah, definitely been altered up here a little bit. All right. Anyway, someone has a nice little camp spot. I've just been working on some things. Making my way up into this rocky area. Yeah, but just rocks, rocks, rocks. I can just barely see our structure where we at is down that way, but definitely plenty of rocks up here to build with. It drops off quite a bit right down there. Down that was Lake Hopewell's down there. I think, of course, up that way is that fenced-in area somewhere up there. But I think I'm gonna go drop down this way, because I did park over that way, so I think that's what we'll do. Keep on exploring a little bit on our way back. So that structure's pretty cool. It doesn't look super old though, to be honest. It's definitely not Native American. Unlike those other ones. If you remember those other ones, was that State Game Lands number 225? It was near Newmanstown there. Off of that Cocalico Road, I believe it was. Those, I mean, I know someone told me that those were built by teenagers some decades ago, but I don't know. They had an older feel and were better made. This looks a little newer. And it's just how it's setting up against some of those trees too. Doesn't feel too old, but it's still a cool thing to find up here on top of this mountain. Just wondering, you know, how many people come up this way anymore. All right, we'll soon descend down this mountain. Just kind of a cool place to explore a little bit too. All right, I'm not sure how easy it is to tell on camera, but it does drop off pretty steeply right down there. Right, gotta find a way down. Yeah, definitely over in there, someone was There are a few rocks stacked up over there. Someone was definitely like trying to make something over there too. Maybe we'll walk up there in a moment. Yeah, making my way down. There are other interesting little areas. There's another little circular area down here. Looks conspicuous. But anyway, let's see if we can get over there. I'm down in that one area now, kind of surrounded by giant rocks. And there's this like a ledge right in front of us here. These stones are definitely stacked up on top here. Looks like someone was trying to make this wall larger at one point. Kind of interesting. It's a nice little defensive. And you can sit down here. You can pop up and you have a view of the valley down there. And you have like this, almost like a wall right here, and then, yeah. Who knows? But let's keep on making our way down safely. Yeah, check out this clump of trees. These look like cherry trees. There must have been a rock growing underneath them here, that they were kind of growing on top, and that the roots kind of grew around, and at some point that rock tumbled down and the roots are just kind of left up in the air like this. You can see how they're like grasping hold of these other rocks. Yeah, and here's another one that's like that. Sounds like there's a rock right here, and this root grew around the rock, and eventually that rock fell out. And we made it down. Of course, this area down here looks interesting. It's all flat in here, clear stones. It's almost like they were, some of the stones look like they've been worked, or, you know, chiseled and stuff. Shaped, I guess you could say. That looks dug out. Almost like there's a quarry up here. People were, you know, using this stone, shaping it and hauling it off. So, gotta be careful. I'm just kind of staying on this log here. All right. Cool spot. All right. Well, I'm gonna keep. We need to keep heading down that way. But that'll be it then, folks. Just a short little fun adventure up on top of the mountain there. But I'm back on the one road that leads to where I park, so I think I'll say farewell to you here. As always, folks, thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one, wherever that may be.